Here we are, guys. Here we are. Wrestling Rundown episode
Woo!
episode 18. Um, I feel like this was just that's the best intro I've ever given. Just here we are. Maybe that would just be the intro every week because I don't mess it up. Um,
Here we are.
and meet the person who you never see every week.
I know. It's shocking.
Yeah,
You'd
you
never
gonna
think me.
you don't even need to say your name because it just pops up right on the screen.
You
Don't even
can't
bother.
see me.
Hey, you're following John Cena's moniker. At least you're actually, we actually just can't see you, but you're actually here. He's actually just not even there.
You just
He's
you
got
just
a,
can't see him because he's never there.
yeah, at least you're actually here. We just can't see you because you don't want to show your face.
Exactly.
You gotta,
Mysterious.
you gotta put some sort of like icon there or something so that way it's
It,
not just
it
like,
it's that's as good as it's gonna get.
okay, okay. And you know who I am. I, I'm I'm on the channel every week. I don't need to waste my time introducing myself to you guys. I'm not gonna waste the time. Um,
You
I
just
just
defeated
wasted
the guy.
I wasted the time by just saying that, so it doesn't even make any sense. But whatever.
You run these channels.
Yeah, I run everything. You get no saying anything that happens. You just show up and go along for the ride.
I, I just click on a Google Hangout thing.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it. Let's talk about our icebreaker for this week. And no, I don't mean we're gonna literally go outside and break ice because one, there's no ice outside, and I'm not breaking any ice cubes, so there's no. It's a figure of speech. I don't know how the term came to be. I always questioned how these terms come to be. Icebreaker. I don't really know how that became a thing. That because we talk about how did these things become expressions. What did someone just break ice and it like broke the mold of somebody to have a conversation or something. I
I
don't
just
know.
break this piece of ice real quick.
And then we'll just and I guess somehow it like broke the mold and talked about stuff. I don't. It's just gonna break it. All right, but here's our icebreaker. It's not happening because they advertise. They news reports come out about it. Apparently, WWE supposedly, but it's not happening. Is making some WWE network changes, but let's be honest, it's not happening. You don't know why it's not happening? Because
It's not happening.
these internet reports need to make their money, so they post reports like this and get fans' expectations on it. Like Paul Heyman being the manager of Kevin Owens, just but I wonder sometimes too WWE reads these reports and then they're like, not happening. I just wonder something.
WWE reads those reports and goes, "You know what?
Nah,
That sounds very interesting. Let's give him something extremely boring instead."
yeah, because I have a feeling that Kevin Owens thing would have happened, but if these internet reports had shut up, it would have happened.
Yes.
Um, you know what? Then that's the icebreaker. That's not happening. These internet reports need to shut their mouths and let the storyline play out. Because I can't find the article, and I'm not looking for it. Because I'm not gonna waste my time finding something that's not gonna happen. Pretty much, they're talking like,
It pretty much just the article pretty much says that the WWE is looking at increasing the price
yeah,
of
and it's
the
it's
network.
pretty much gonna be like the Hulu thing, where like if you spend a certain amount on Hulu, you'll get this. So essentially, I have a feeling people aren't going to do that 14.99 thing. It sounds like a good deal, but
It
so what
does.
happens? Like
I
NXT,
probably would. I mean, you get. I see. I don't like the way that they described it.
yeah,
It just sounds so confusing.
yeah. So there's talk about like a weekly cruiserweight classic series every week. What does that even mean? Like, are they doing another cruiserweight classics? Like, there's no reason to do another cruiserweight
But
classic.
it's weekly.
Yeah, apparently. If it's anything like James's cruiserweight classics, I ain't paying 14.99 for it. I'll tell you that.
So good. It's so good.
And what like people like are gonna pay? It doesn't even make any sense to like that they're gonna have like lower prices for it. Like if you pay this much, you don't get the pay per views. You only get the big four. That doesn't even make any sense. This isn't happening. It's not happening. It's just like I said. Everybody, all these internet sites just wanted their internet traffic.
They just wanted. They just said, "Hey, let's
Click
do
on
this
this.
online." People will believe it.
Yeah, people will believe it, and this they're just making their money. I don't hate, and I don't hate, and I don't hate the guys. And then they'll talk about like this NXT expansion of NXT is gonna be like 2 hours once it goes on the Fox. SmackDown goes on the Fox. Don't do that because NXT is fine the way it is. Don't change it because you're just gonna ruin NXT.
It
Don't
needs
ruin
to be
NXT.
3 hours.
They're talking about up in the takeovers. It's like big corporations changing things that don't need to be changed, like the Hell in a
It needs
Cell.
to be 15 hours.
How about they do like what's gonna be stuff on the network that you pay $14.99 for? Things like a 2-hour live stream of making the Hell in a Cell because they don't have lives. It's a waste of time.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's just internet sites leave this stuff alone because WWE is probably gonna look at that now and now they're gonna probably make it $20 a month. That's probably what's gonna happen. I wonder if they're just gonna
$20 a month with less features.
yeah. Don't do that. 20 bucks a month.
You get
20
no
bucks.
pay-per-views.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You
Go
get
away,
no
internet.
pay-per-views, and you can and the on-demand library is very limited.
Yeah, go away, internet sites. Leave us alone. You know that internet. The funny thing is that was supposed to be like extremely serious. We just made a huge joke out of it.
Because it is.
It's not happening. They've
This is
reported
now
that.
the third time that they've talked about doing this.
It's like the women's tag team championships. I'm not going to believe it until they happen. What's the plot? And let's be honest. Let's talk about these women's tag team championships. Want to know
It's
why I don't like
happening,
it?
yeah.
Because if it's booked, because to be honest, the men's tag team championships don't get booked well at all. You think the women's tag team championships are going to get booked any better? No, they're not. They're probably
That's
going to have
because
like
it's women.
they're probably going to have like thrown together tag teams just like the men's. They'll like be pre-showed on every pay. You know what's probably going to happen after the new champions get out? The first title defense will be like on the pre-show.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
I'm calling it right now. That's exactly what will happen. The first title defense will be like on the pre-show. Come on, that's what's gonna happen too. The first title defense of it's gonna be like on the pre-show.
They're just gonna say, we don't have time.
Yeah, you guys have to go on the pre-show this time. And
Deal
then
with
like, and then like, I don't even know. I don't even want women's tag team championships. WWE has enough championships.
They need more. They don't have enough.
Apparently, they think so. Yeah. Just like I'm glad they scrapped the cruiserweight tag team championships. Those would. I mean, I guess that wouldn't have been as bad though, because now the cruiserweights are uncannoned from Raw and SmackDown. But like, there's not even enough cruiserweight guys on 205 Live to even have a tag team division.
Oh,
But
I
you gotta
know.
remember, the Revival can easily cut the weight, Chris. You know, because
of course.
they can easily cut the weight. Kofi Kingston easily can cut the weight. Aleister Black can easily cut the weight.
The
It's
clones.
just yeah. The Colognes I think are 205, aren't they?
No.
Oh, they're not. I thought they. I haven't seen them in like 3 million years. Okay, so they've like vanished off television. They see television and like we're not going on there.
They were like, yeah, television. What's that?
Yeah, I don't even know. They haven't been on television. They've been weird. They're just
They
gone.
were in that tag team match like in August, I think.
Yeah, and then they haven't seen them since then. But remember before that, the television time was just like what's that? It's just like what's that?
Because Epico got hurt and Primo's just like randomly placed on television at
just like
random times.
Yeah,
like doing pull apart brawls and stuff like that.
All right, let's talk about So that's how we had 2 icebreakers this week. It was just us making fun of internet sites. I feel like we just completely changed it on the fly. It's just like that stuff isn't.
Did you see what Cody Rhodes said about coming back to WWE?
That I did not see.
He said it's pretty possible.
Yeah, I heard Hangman Page turned it down.
Hangman Page turned it down right now, but it's the Bucks come they're all up. Cody's up in January, Kenny's up in February, and I think the Bucks are up in January, February, around there.
Well, I hear though, like if one of them doesn't sign, like they all won't sign because I hear they have
they're doing interesting storylines right now where Jay White, who's the he's one of the top like foreign heels,
yeah,
going after Tanahashi for their number one contendership for the heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Money in the Bank style briefcase that they have, and I think that's what the direction that they'll go in.
Well, here's what I'm hearing though. If like one of them doesn't sign, they have some sort of pact where if one of them doesn't sign, they all won't sign. But if one of
Oh
them
yeah,
does sign, they'll
they
all
have
sign.
they're like signing together.
I have a feeling though that if it comes down to it, the pact when it comes to making the big bucks, the pact will be like spat on and stomped all over the place. Um,
But they'd also give a big boost to the tag team division. The Bucks would.
yeah, and then they'll be like left off TV like the Usos.
And
Who never watched.
I think Cody would be pushed as one of the top stars in the company. Honestly,
Oh yeah, definitely. Did you see?
and Kenny
Did
too.
you ever watch the video of what Cody Rhodes the unaired like vignettes of like the gimmick Cody Rhodes was supposed to have and stuff like
Oh
that?
yeah, it
That
was
was
supposed to
pretty
be
cool.
Stardust on SmackDown,
And then
and
I
then
think I'm
Cody
guessing
Rhodes on Raw or something like that.
he would have had the gimmick that I sent you probably on Raw or something. But I
It,
want to, but I do want to.
that would be interesting, but WWE completely fucked that up.
Yeah. By the way, let's talk about. You think Kenny? I almost said Kenny Dykstra. Kenny Omega is going to be used really well on the main roster. Let's talk about Bobby Roode because this just ties in. A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people talk about how they could be used properly because they fit the WWE mold. Bobby Roode was the same way, and he lost to Connor this week, baby.
He's
He's
Triple H Jr.
Bobby Roode is I think we should. I think we should
He
put
was
a
the
record.
Triple H of TNA.
Yeah, he should have just stayed in Impact, honestly.
Or NXT.
Yeah, he's being used like an absolute joke. And
Connor needs that push.
apparently somehow, and Connor's like the Ascension just aren't good. I never thought they were good. They suck. Still a joke that they're still the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions. But you know why they were the longest reigning NXT Champions? Because they were probably never good enough to be called up, so they just kept them in NXT with the NXT Tag Team titles.
And they lost to two flippy guys.
Yeah.
Sakara and Kalisto.
But you notice how like you notice too though. They were probably down in NXT for as long as they were because they sucked, and they were like, okay, this the NXT like people who ran it were probably like, okay, you guys aren't going to get any better. Just go on the main roster, figure it out for yourselves.
Well, Connor was down in developmental for like 6 years.
Yeah, they just the Ascension just absolutely suck. I think Victor's a little better than Connor is, but not by much.
Yeah, Victor's is the better wrestler of the two.
But Connor just like absolutely.
It's so weird sucks. The way that was. It was like it should have been Victor versus Bobby Roode at least.
Yeah,
not
something
Connor.
like that.
I don't know why Connor got back-to-back matches.
But it's just Bobby was being losing bad when he's losing one-on-one matches to a member of a tag team division. It's just Bobby Roode's being used like a joke. This tag team's not working. Nothing's working, and it's just
they're gonna feud. So him and Gable.
Yeah, and then what happens after that? It's just Bobby Roode's just completely
places. That's where it's going.
Bobby Roode's just completely dead on the main roster. He's been dead since
he needs a gimmick change.
He's been dead on arrival too. You know why his gimmicks failed on the main roster? Because it's a heel gimmick. It's not a babyface gimmick.
They had too many heels though at the time when they called them up.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying he's.
But now it's like he needs a gimmick change.
Yeah, something. It's just bad. So yeah, that's like the first that was like we're just gonna talk about all the shit segments that took place on Raw first, just because why not? Apparently too, I wrote down I didn't update my notes some of the time because I have last week's match when Chad Gable faced Connor, which didn't happen. Connor didn't have 2 matches on Raw this week. So
Connor wrestling Chad Gable back to back.
Yeah. And just Chad Gable is even being used like an absolute joke too. I wonder if it's because like the American Alpha reunion didn't go through, so they just went with this, but this was just like awful.
The worst. It's like because
Gable's just
Jason
like
Jordan's never gonna be able to wrestle again, so
probably not, yeah. And Chad Gable
let's just give him this shitty ass. Let's just give him this like worshiper gimmick.
Yeah, Chad Gable's just like an absolute. An absolute joke on the main roster. He hasn't been the. He should have just stayed on SmackDown, tag teaming with Shelton Benjamin. He would have been better off.
He probably would have been better off, or just like kept him going the way he was going against like Jinder, like where he
Yeah,
would
something
look
like.
good against Jinder.
Yeah, let's talk
Actually,
about.
they actually win.
Yeah, I know. I have a feeling though, like I was like on the fence about this Bobby Roode Chad Gable team up because I thought like they would have had like fantastic matches with like McIntyre and Ziggler, but it's like it's not. That team's now dead.
They just
Because,
looked right at him and were like, nah.
yeah, nah. And then let's talk about what's even worse. The career direction of the Revival. No entrance this week, and they just got jobbed out to the B team, like dead act.
BT, go, go, go.
The Revival's just.
BT, go, go, go.
Hey, Curtis Axel broke the mold this week. He actually won a match on his birthday. That's awesome, right there.
Shocking.
Yeah, because that's why
He
I
got
thought
the shit beaten out of him on his birthday.
Yeah,
So
that's
kind of like,
yeah.
that's the 2 ends of the stick there.
So AOP came out and beat him up, and Drake Maverick almost called him the one name again this week. Just came out and stood there and raised their hands, and Baron Corbin
Well, he didn't
congratulated him.
technically raise their hands because he can't reach that high.
Yeah, true. So, Baron Corbin like endorsed them last week by saying that they're doing great. So that's that. At least
But if
AOP.
Baron Corbin endorses them, they're fucking kiss of death.
Yeah.
That's one thing that pissed me off this week. I've never in my life said that there was not enough Corbin. This week, way too much Corbin.
I can't really agree with you because for me, any amount of Baron Corbin's too much Baron Corbin. So,
but at least he was used like modestly before.
Yeah, this week
it was like, okay, enough
Yeah,
enough with Corbin. He's on like every segment in like every 5 minutes he has to come up to a heel and say, "You did great, pal. You did great."
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get it. Like,
yeah,
fucking enough.
AOP's being used fairly well recently though, so that's good.
I know. But... Yeah, I missed the fucking midgets they were jobbing that would use they used as jobbers though.
Yeah. At least, and the feud with the B team. I was worried they were gonna feud with Titus Worldwide again, which thank God they didn't go there. But
I don't even know what the fuck happened at Titus Worldwide.
What they supposed to like break up, and then they, I guess, forgot about it.
Like, just said, "Hey, I'm done."
Yeah,
that's it. I'm done. They were alluding to like a fucking interracial couple angle with Apollo and Dana Brooke, and then that never happened.
I don't know what happened. So yeah, that's just whatever. AOP looked good this week, but the Revival is just.
After looking pretty good against Ziggler and McIntyre, you would have thought that they would have at least won the match the next week.
Yeah, because the B team still could have gotten their asses kicked anyways. It's not like,
you could have had it. You could have had it be a disqualification finish.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
all right, then you have. I know this test segment wasn't technically supposed to be taken seriously, but it just made Finn Balor look like such a geek this week. It's building up mixed match challenge, which isn't serious, but it's just Finn Balor and Bayley are just absolutely dead on the main roster. Bayley beat Alicia Fox, but that means nothing.
It doesn't. I mean, Finn Balor's over there acting like a fucking middle school child.
Yeah, it's just
who sees his crush for the first time.
Yeah, he's not. He's never going to be Universal Champion or main event again, and if he stays on Raw, he should have been traded. He should have been traded to SmackDown when they were doing the Superstar Shakeup.
Or it would make sense for him to join the Shield. He got the piss beat out of him by Braun Strowman.
It'd be better than what they're doing with him now.
And then nothing happened.
Yeah,
it would have made sense, at least.
So let's talk about the Shield. We're just going to talk about the Shield.
This week is really weird.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Shield segments all at once because essentially they all followed each other.
So it was just really odd. Like, Ambrose comes out, doesn't say like, it doesn't give us like any clarity as to
in his
what's going on.
In his defense, Charlie Caruso wasn't asking the right questions. So
Charlie Caruso shouldn't have been up there anyway.
Yeah.
fuck, it should have just been him by himself.
Yeah,
He says
I
that
did like.
that's a
I
brotherhood and it's a bond, and uh, or like before that he was saying like I might have already given my notice. I
yeah.
might have killed Roman Reigns on the way to on the way to the arena.
Which
Like
everyone cheered.
I was like, what the fuck? Well, so you threatened to take out your stablemate and before he even gets to the arena?
I know
Like
this is.
what?
I know this is. So why does Dean Ambrose think he needs to give a 2 week notice to leave a faction? Seth Rollins didn't give a 2 week notice.
Seth Rollins did it in one night.
Yeah,
He didn't give his 2 week notice.
this
But
isn't a job, Dean. You could just tell him you don't want to be in the faction anymore. You don't need to give a 2 week notice.
then and Baron Corbin comes out and gives him an option either to go after the Universal Intercontinental title, but not the tag titles, but
Or
Braun Strowman.
face or face Braun Strowman, because this
I
was
don't know.
supposed to like.
I was like, where the fuck? I was like, where the fuck is the tag team title option that's been
Yeah,
there? And
and
he's
then
like, and then everyone's like, there's a secret fourth option, which is you.
yeah,
And then I was like, that's a much better match because I would love to see Ambrose beat the piss out of Baron Corbin.
I wouldn't. They had a match at WrestleMania 33 kickoff, and it wasn't very underwhelming. So, I do want to talk about this too. This was supposed to test Dean Ambrose's brotherhood to the Shield. How does this test his brotherhood? Because if anyone, realistically, if anyone gets asked to be like a Universal Champion, they're gonna obviously pick the Universal Championship. This wouldn't test his brotherhood at all. That's just me.
And then it was Braun Strowman,
Yeah, because Baron Corbin chose for him. They had a
and
good match. They had a good
it was
match.
decent. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
It was a decent, big man, little man match. And then Roman Reigns comes out to make the save, which is everyone knew was going to happen. And then Seth
but
comes up,
it
makes a
didn't make any
save,
sense
and then
though that
comes
he
out
came
and
out
chase
in
him
the
off.
middle. It didn't make any sense that he came out in the like Braun Strowman wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just trying to win the match, and Roman Reigns just
And
comes out there.
I could see that the reason for it because it's you can't stand seeing your brother getting beaten up anymore.
So I won't. So where was Roman Reigns doing the Seth Rollins match then? Seth Rollins was getting the shit kicked out of
Because
him.
Dean Ambrose he's a little unhinged.
Yeah, apparently. And then
Like this, and then Vasily chase him off, and then Ambrose and Seth Rollins is holding up Ambrose. Everything looks like it's to be fine.
yeah,
And after they had two segments
yeah,
where Ambrose basically said, "If I wasn't a nice guy, I would have went after your championships.
yeah,
If I wasn't such a nice guy, I'd be Intercontinental Champion. If I wasn't such a nice guy, I'd be Universal Champion." Talk about cut and paste.
yeah. I know.
Like it was so stupid.
What didn't make any sense about it either was Braun Strowman yet again comes off like a babyface because it was 3-on-1 against Braun Strowman this week. There was no McIntyre or Ziggler. Where the hell were they when the
He took
Shield
a
was?
breakup.
I don't even know. But then what happened is
They're all teasing
Baron,
they're all teasing like they're gonna turn on fucking Ziggler already.
yeah, Baron Corbin comes out and makes two matches: Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler, and Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre later on in the night. So Roman Reigns has a match with Dolph Ziggler, and it's about to be for the Universal Championship. But then Baron Corbin's like, "Nah, you're not going to defend the title
That
when
was
you
so
want to."
dumb. It was like they kind of gave Ziggler and Roman like kind of gave that nod like it was gonna be for the Universal Championship. Like they
Yeah,
both agreed on it, and then fucking stupid Corbin comes out and is like, no, this is not a title. Ah!
yeah. It made no sense.
I was like, Jesus Christ,
It
he's not
made no
gonna
sense.
lose anyway. So what? So why even come out?
If you think about it too, Dolph Ziggler should be like pissed at Baron Corbin. He made him use his rematch clause a couple weeks ago for the Intercontinental title when he
Forced him to use it.
and he lost. And now this week he possibly cost him a chance at the Universal Championship. Like
What a dickhead.
it's just I don't know. Maybe
What
Ziggler
a
is gonna
shitty boss who's clearly favoring you.
yeah, but somehow but this week he wasn't favoring Dolph Ziggler. It was like the hell was that? And I got to talk about. I know the crowd gets better on the later on the night, but come on, Seattle, you guys were so gullible to these near falls. You had to have known those were not those near falls. Everybody was kicking out of them. Like you guys look surprised that Roman Reigns kicked out of a zigzag. Did you really
That's
think Roman
zigzag
Reigns?
or famous there.
Yeah, did you really think that Roman Reigns wasn't gonna kick out of the zigzag? Come on, guys, this is Roman Reigns we're talking about.
In the concert was pretty interesting.
That's what that the crowd won me over then. But in this match, I was just thinking of the crowd. Come on, guys, you guys are. As the WWE fooling you guys that easily, but you don't think Roman Reigns is gonna kick out of a zigzag? A
Yes.
zigzag, apparently. And then they like surprised when Roman Reigns overcome the odds and beat Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, the same Roman Reigns that like beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam and won the Royal Rumble, and it's just come on, guys. It's just like you guys are too gullible. You guys gotta like I know you're trying to suspend disbelief, but when it comes to Roman Reigns and John Cena and stuff, if it's just you guys were just ridiculous. That was just, and this match was ridiculous too. Oh, this match was just there. It was just going through the motion.
Both of those matches are just. All three of those matches were just there.
Well, at least the Braun Strowman Dean Ambrose
the Braun
match.
Strowman Ambrose match set up like kind of like a show wide like storyline again.
Yeah, but this match was just there too because all this was just buying to because we knew we knew Roman. It was a typical Roman Reigns match.
Seth and Drew. That match is just there again too. It's good.
Yeah,
but like it's he's not losing either.
Well, actually, at least with that match though, was a little bit more unpredictable who was going to win. Because like each team, each member of the factions and stuff were up 1-1. And so it's like, and you kind of knew Drew was going to win though because of the backstage segment though, where Braun Strowman like didn't want to take any weak links and McIntyre won, and Ziggler came out this week and like distracted Seth Rollins because you know how wrestlers are, Chris, they're dumbasses and can't pay attention.
Oh, of course they are.
They got ADHD. They're like you and me who got ADHD. So so they got. I guess if you're a wrestler, you're bound to have ADHD or something. I don't know. Because you can't multitask. You can't do two things at once.
Nope. Not allowed.
Yeah, not allowed. But I did like the finish when McIntyre hit the Claymore kick and won, and then McIntyre and Ziggler beat the crap out of Seth Rollins, and then Roman Reigns tries to come out to save and even the odds, and then Braun Strowman, it's not even. As Michael Cole said, the numbers aren't even anymore. And then Dean Ambrose came out with some sort of like
axe.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just come out with the axe. He would have been better off. But
Dean Ambrose said he could have killed Roman Reigns at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
and came out with an axe to literally kill everyone else.
No, not even he. I guess he apparently took off the head of the axe so that way he couldn't murder anybody because that's believable. And then Braun Strowman just like plows over Dean Ambrose, and everybody lays out the shield, and I mean this segment wasn't these segments weren't that bad, but if I had any believability that Dean Ambrose was turning Sunday, I would like these segments a lot better because we know he's not turning Sunday, so it's just wasting my time. I have a feeling too, like after the 6-man tag, which will be really good, nothing's going to be different next week. I have a feeling this feud's just going to be the same until either Strowman wins the Universal title or Reigns retains the Universal title. I don't even think this is going to be over after the Saudi Arabia show because
it's not. It's probably going to go through the rest of the year.
So it's like all this stuff is just going through the motions.
Yeah.
And if it's like this week, this stuff is going to get old real fast. It's probably already getting old, but it was already old to me like the first weekend. But now that it's old to you and you love the Shield, it's gonna get like really old really fast. I have a feeling in a couple of weeks you're gonna get sick of the Shield. I'm calling it.
Nope.
Well, you're gonna get sick of this feud. I'm calling it though.
Nope.
That is it because I said that. You want to prove me wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you know what though? At least the Dogs of War, which I still hate that faction name, got some heat this week because the Wyatt Squad absolutely no heat going into the match. Ruby Wyatt had a match with Ronda Rousey where she just lost.
Yeah.
And the heels have no heat going into Saturday. I almost said Sunday. I did thought the match was okay.
Rousey. People are like that. Brian Zane is one of them who's like, she needs to stop selling so much
I agree with that.
because she's becoming like stale.
Yeah,
It's like she gets beaten up, she comes back and she wins. She
yeah.
gets beaten up, she come back, she wins.
I did find. I thought the match was fine, but I wouldn't booked it this way. I did like Liv Morgan's new hairdo. I thought that was awesome.
I love Liv Morgan, so yes.
Yeah. I didn't like Alicia Fox's new hairdo this week. Did she
Now
get?
Alicia Fox is already dead to me, so
Yeah. I do feel,
Kevin
and
Owens and
I
Kevin
wonder.
Owens show
No,
with
wait. We got to talk about the moment of bliss where she talked about where Alexa Bliss talked about a story that didn't happen where Trish Stratus was really rude to her. And I do know, and I did look this up. Alexa Bliss did some sort of guest appearance where she's charging $60 for an autograph, but she's complaining that Trish Stratus is charging $50 for an autograph.
$50. Oh no!
Alexa Bliss,
Try to get an autograph from any wrestler today,
yeah,
and you'll be shocked because it's going to be over $100.
yeah.
So wow,
Now let's talk about
$50?
um,
No way!
yeah.
That's cheap.
And
That's
apparently
chump
too, she said like
change.
Trish Stratus burped in her face, ripped up the program, and stomped on it or something. I don't know.
So Trish has the strength, this human strength, to rip apart an autograph book. You know how
Apparently,
thick those things can be? Like, Jesus Christ.
cool. I
I
hate.
could see, like, strong men can't even rip apart fucking
Yeah.
autograph books. You can tell me Trish has this inhuman strength to rip
Yeah.
apart this fucking autograph book.
I could see her burping in her face because she probably had to burp at some point.
I
So
don't know, but Alexa Bliss seems to be obsessed with, like, people
yeah,
treating her bad. Like,
all of the Bliss segments are just really bad.
well, I think her character's just gone stale.
She needs to go face
She
after the
needs to go
evolution.
face, honestly.
Yeah.
It's the point now where she's been heel since like 2014. Like, it's time to change it up here. You've been here for 4 years.
The only thing I worry about her going face is WWE will make her like that. Like, remember when Seth Rollins, the first time he went face, was like that smiling doofus baby face and all that? That's what I would be worried about.
But at the same time, too, like, it could benefit her.
Especially, too, because,
she's been so stale. She's
yeah.
been the afterthought of, like, every like, championship run.
It also could be, too, because she's hurt in real life, so that's why
She is, I mean, but, like, the character in general.
Yeah.
It's like no one believes her when she comes out and, like, fake like she's gonna be a face.
Yeah.
Fakes the emotion and then goes, "Oh, sorry guys, I'm a heel."
I actually wonder though if she has to like really do something because no one's gonna because it has to be because she's faked it so much now where they have to make it look like it's believable.
It has to be
now,
like
too.
legitimate.
Yeah.
It has to be like she gives like respect to Trish Stratus at like Evolution or something.
Yeah.
Like, but she has to change her gimmick.
Yeah.
She needs to go face because as a heel, she's done nothing for so long now.
Yeah. Let's talk about the second best segment on the show, the concert. So I want to talk about the backstage segment first, where Kevin Owens showed that Elias gets all these accommodations when he, before he goes out for a performance. And one of the guys gave him cashews by accident, and he throws it in the guy's face. Is all upset about it. I thought that was funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah, but let's talk about the concert. So Elias and Kevin Owens are doing their concert. It's the typical concert segment. I did think it was really good. It seems like you can pair up with Kevin Owens with anybody, and it just works with the tag team partner. But then,
sure, this works.
Yeah, but then they start talking about how them being a tag team makes sense, but John Cena and Bobby Lashley doesn't make sense. And then Elias says it makes as much sense as Seattle having a sports team. And then
it was a direct shot because at the Seattle Supersonics, because the Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City in 2008, and it's been like a festering wound ever since then.
I didn't know it was that long ago. I thought it was
2008 Oklahoma City Thunder were born from the Seattle Supersonics. And ever since then, Seattle fans have been pissed off about
Yeah.
that. They have not let that go. They absolutely hate Oklahoma City with a burning passion. They have
And
not
then,
let that go since they stole their basketball team.
but now they have something new they hate. Elias, I don't know if it was only, I think Kevin Owens a little bit
Kevin
too,
Owens
but
too.
yeah,
But
they
like,
got
good God,
nuclear.
it was thunderous boos. I'm
Yeah.
talking like worse than Roman Reigns has ever gotten.
Worse than Tommaso Ciampa has
Worse than
gotten.
Tommaso Ciampa's ever gotten. I mean,
I think it's close though.
Tommaso now gets like cheered, which is kind of stupid. It kind of ruins the gimmick.
Yeah, he
And
gets cheered. But I'm saying Tommaso Ciampa like earlier this year.
yeah, no music, Tommaso.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's why I hate that he has. That's why I hate it because that's why because you don't even know if he's getting because you can't hear the boos now because his theme song plays.
oh
So,
yeah, and
but that's a
but this
different.
was like 6 or 7 minutes of straight just
Yeah,
relentless booing.
and they let it play out for a long time too. Especially it was so loud. Elias and Kevin Owens had to like scream to in
It
their
was
promo.
screaming over it. It was thunderous.
Yeah, it was. It was aw- it was it was
It
it's
was awesome.
it's one of those segments where I can't really do it justice. You have to like see this segment to see how loudly they got booed too. Like if
Yeah,
Elias ever
you have
goes
to
if
listen to
Elias
the
ever
reaction.
goes if Elias ever goes face, he can never be a baby face in Seattle after that comment.
Oh no,
And
definitely
then
not.
and but then they start talking some more, and I did like how because they turned the lights on, so they could get the crowd, and Elias would be like, "Turn off the lights! I don't want to see these people." It was awesome.
And then
But
Leo
they were,
Rush came out.
well, then they were talking about how John Cena lives by his catchphrase, which is what I said earlier in the video. How he's never here, and he has to wrestle guys like Kevin Owens and Elias to stay relevant. I guess in the wrestling business that they were talking about because Cena's probably pretty relevant as an actor. Um, Even though he's not as relevant as I thought he would be, because I don't really hear a lot of people that don't watch wrestling really talk that much about Cena. But
Cena, yeah, because he lives in fucking China.
yeah.
Did you see that article?
Oh, he lives in China now.
He literally lives in China now.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, this guy's fucking weird.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you would think that with all the movies he's had and stuff, he would have broken out by now. But I guess he just hasn't yet. He also hasn't been in like movies though that are pretty well known. But that's besides the point. But then then Leo Rush comes out, and
He came to kick.
Leo Rush. I don't even know if because they did a segment where Kevin Owens and Elias couldn't heal him. I don't know if they were being legit or if they were just trying to play along. Because I would be surprised if they actually legitimately couldn't heal Leo Rush.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And Leo Rush introduces Bobby Lashley, which what kind of sucks is this segment kind of proves how dead up Lashley is as a babyface because no one really popped for him when he came out. And this you would have thought he would have gotten a much louder pop since how hated Kevin Owens and Elias were on this show. But
Oh,
that
yeah.
definitely shows how
Just
dead.
modest.
Yeah. But they have a match and Kevin Owens beats him with a roll up after Elias distracts Lashley by putting Leo Rush in a full Nelson. And then Lashley and Elias no, Owens and Elias beat the crap out of Lashley. And Leo Rush tries to go off the top and attack him. Elias catches him with the right hand. And then Owens lays out Lashley with a pump up power bomb. And that's the segment. I know technically we talk about how usually if you stand home on the go home show, you win at the pay per views going away. But I don't think that. I feel like this is definitely the case because they stood tall. Cena and Lashley are definitely winning this Sunday because
Oh,
one.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cena's not losing his comeback match.
Yeah, it's really it won't be. I have it. It's probably not going to be much of a comeback either. He's probably going to come back and then we won't see him
Leave
again
again.
until
Shocker.
we won't see him again until Crown Jewel probably. But I thought this segment was really good. This makes me wish that they would run with Owens and Elias.
I think they will. I think they'll still continue it.
I hope this doesn't because after this segment, I hope it just doesn't go away. It was just a tremendous segment. One of those segments you definitely can't script either.
Especially with the reaction.
Oh yeah, definitely. But then we get to the best part of the show, which I'm surprised Raw did as low ratings as it did because they had to have known the segment was coming unless Raw shot up really high when this segment came on because I know ratings are really weird. But ratings you can't even really count to because a lot of people just watch the YouTube clips and the YouTube numbers are really high and all that. But
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels comes out and just kind of reiterates the whole feud pretty much. And he talks about, how he originally was just going to go to the show as a fan, but then Undertaker made it personal. Really, Shawn made it personal, but whatever.
Not Taker. Taker didn't do anything.
Yeah. Because Taker had every right to be pissed at Shawn Michaels because we knew why Shawn Michaels. Because Taker had had every right to name the reasons that Shawn pitched Triple H. So,
Oh yeah,
just saying.
I don't even know who's the face and heel in this feud, honestly.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's just like one of those legend matches, legend versus legend.
Realistically speaking, it should be DX.
Yeah, especially because Triple H is mainly a heel on the main when he's on TV now. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like hit or miss now with Triple H because he's kind of like a face now.
Yeah.
Like randomly, Stephanie's more of the heel, but Triple H seems like he's more of like the face of the authority figures now.
But it seems like Triple H is though.
But it's not like it was in like 2014 though.
He's been kind of a little bit heelish in this feud because of the comments he's been making towards the Undertaker. And I feel like
into the match, but
yeah, I feel like in the WWE, everyone just loves Taker so much. No matter who you put up against Taker, they'll normally be the heel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's why. But then you had that whole Brock Lesnar feud that happened a few years ago where Taker was like they were trying to make Taker come off like he was the heel and it didn't work. I don't know. But then Kane's music goes off because Shawn Michaels gives a warning to Kane that if he
he's a sweeping music.
Yeah, and I didn't expect Kane to be there. I didn't
either. That was kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, and this is why I hate that there's no pyro though because Kane's entrance doesn't look as good without the pyro.
Yeah.
And I don't really like his new theme song that he has either. It's just really.
I mean, it's a little remixed.
Yeah.
It's not like different from what he had before. It's just
and Shawn Michaels did leave the hint that this Saturday. Watch. I have a feeling I'm gonna forget this show is Saturday because I keep saying this Sunday, but this Saturday will be the last time that you'll see Undertaker and Triple H meet one-on-one. Kind of giving a hint that he's coming back because he said one-on-one. He didn't say last time ever.
Yeah. This feud's gonna be obviously probably gonna continue on at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
And then at Survivor Series, which I'm fine with. I'm okay with it. I mean, it sold me. It sold me on this feud.
Because we forgot to talk about this feud last week, but Kane's gonna be in the Undertaker's corner because Undertaker announced it last week. So Kane attached.
It's just one of those things where it's like, I'm excited to see Brothers of Destruction.
So Kane attacks Shawn Michaels, and then Undertaker's gong goes off. And then
I didn't expect Taker to be there either, which is kind of crazy. That kind of caught me by surprise.
Yeah. And then Undertaker goes to Tombstone Shawn Michaels, which you saw Shawn Michaels' is a bald head.
He's very HB bald.
Yes. And then Triple H runs out, and everybody gets into a brawl, and the Brothers of Destruction chokeslam Shawn Michaels, or chokeslam DX, and then Undertaker tombstones Triple H. Because I don't know if they want to have Shawn Michaels get tombstone, because I think Kane would have done that. Yeah. But I thought this was a hell of a segment.
This is a home run. They hit a home run with this.
Definitely.
With that final segment.
It was awesome.
The crowd was hot for it too.
Oh,
it
definitely.
It wasn't like the crowd was completely dead and then like the occasional cheer.
And then
the crowd was like on fire from like the beginning of the segment when Shawn's music hit until they did their arm raise thing at the end.
Yeah. And they definitely it was definitely timed very well too, because it was right after that Kevin Owens Elias segment where they were
just perfect.
Yeah. So it's just, and it's not even like, it's just one of those things that just kind of worked out. So if I had to give Raw a rating though, if you took out the last two segments, I probably would have said this is a crappy show, honestly. So I'm gonna give Raw, I'm gonna be generous and give it a C, because it did have a lot of crap on it. If you
I,
take
I
it,
agree. I agree with that. I give it a C. Well,
yeah,
like a 5. It's like a 5 out of 10.
yeah. Um, so I give it a C. Which is like an okay show.
Yeah,
So if it would have,
it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't like the best.
yeah.
It was in the middle.
Those last if the last two segments didn't happen, I probably would have given it a D or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely like
Yeah,
the last two especially the DX and Brother Destruction
yeah,
segment at the end of the show. It kind of brought it up a little bit.
yeah,
It also would have been like a really bad show.
yeah. Really. So that definitely shows you right there, the talent of the Brothers of Destruction and DX right there too, and Elias and Kevin Owens too.
Oh
So
yeah,
they were the MVP. They were the MVPs of Raw this week. I mean, I didn't hate the Shield stuff either, but I'm just not buying into that anybody's turning and stuff like that. So it's
yeah.
like, um, but anyhow, that's Raw. We're gonna talk about SmackDown now.
Smack it down.
Um, we didn't mention the
We're coming up on
commentators on.
1,000.
Yeah, we're coming on 1,000. They finally advertised it this week too. Which I,
It's
by
like
the way,
it's a week from Tuesday, right?
I think so. It's the week of Evolution. The pay-per-view Evolution.
Oh,
And
it's
am
a
I the
week
only
from.
one that finds it kind of ironic too that Evolution, the stables, return in the same week as the pay-per-view? I feel like that's just more timing than anything. But
I think it's a week from Tuesday.
yeah, I can't wait for that show. I can't
I'm
wait to
probably
see.
gonna have you over.
Okay, I can't wait to see Evolution come back. I think that's going to be wicked cool. And I'm excited about that.
And it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be an exciting show.
I had I have a feeling it's going to be 3 hours that week, which I'd be all right with because it's SmackDown 1000.
October 16th.
We also one thing I forgot to mention, and we forgot to mention it last week, is that
Yeah,
WWE has.
it's a week from Tuesday.
All right, WWE
Or
has a
no,
new.
it's not next Tuesday. It's the Tuesday after.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's a week from Tuesday.
so WWE has a new intro video now. The then, now, and forever. They've updated it a little bit. I like the update. I kind of like how when it shows the then, it shows everything from the past, and then the now, it shows like the present stuff. Which if Taker retires very soon, they're gonna have to change that. But
Because he's a part of the then and the now.
yeah. But I like the new intro. I like the other one better, but this intro I'm fine with.
Oh,
I like that they changed it.
it's better.
Yeah. But I'm fine with it. But let's talk about SmackDown for this week. Opens up with Paige coming out, and I put some thought in this segment. And this isn't like a bad segment, but it was very disappointing. It was very odd. So Paige comes out.
Neither men were on the show.
Not
Joe, not AJ.
Well, AJ technically was on the show, but not which I guess didn't make any sense. Joe wasn't there. I guess like Paige should have said something like he told him not to come to she suspended him for a week or until Super Showdown. They didn't.
But
this week,
then AJ alluded to the fact that he wanted to murder Samoa Joe.
Yeah. And then we found out that Joe
physically kill him.
Yeah. And then we found out that, which makes me wish they made the match a Buried Alive match with the way he was talking, but
apparently like the cops were called and
Joe never went into the house.
The charges weren't pressed, and somehow all that happened within 24 hours.
And apparently too, AJ's daughter's looking at all over the place for Samoa Joe. What I didn't like about this segment though is that AJ Styles finally referenced that he has other kids.
I know, yeah, fucking 3 other boys that he totally forgot about.
Yeah, maybe he really is a bad dad then if he if he can't even remember his other sons. But anyhow, this segment was all right, but it was just very odd.
It was very odd.
And then I like this match, but this match really shouldn't have happened because this is kind of 50-50 booking in a way because really none of these teams could have afforded a loss. You had the Fabulous Truth versus Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Andrade Cien Almas, he hasn't been used as much of a joke as Bobby Roode of the Revival, but he's always losing. I know he didn't take the fall this week, but he like he lost to AJ Styles. He technically lost the Rusev feud, and he lost to Daniel Bryan a ton of times. He hasn't won a match I think in like a month. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
and then I mean I'm alright with them losing this week because the Fabulous Truth is a hot act, and I still think they're funny, but this match just never should have happened. So this match was like whatever. Um, it's advertising mixed match challenge. I can't really hate on it because I found it entertaining. And then you had Paige backstage, and I like this segment where Ty Dillinger comes up and wants a match with Randy Orton, and Paige is trying to talk him out of it because of how much of a rampage Randy Orton has gone as of late, and how his opponents haven't been seen. Because we forgot to talk about this last week, how Randy Orton went after Ty Dillinger because he hates the 10 chant crap. Which makes sense to me. I mean, he just hates that crap.
He hates it.
We didn't talk about too how Randy Orton assaulted the. Actually, if you think about what Randy Orton did a couple weeks ago to that to the television producer, whatever he was worse than what Samoa Joe did last week.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how. Maybe Paige doesn't know that happened. I don't know.
Maybe he forgot.
Yeah, but I thought that was But yeah, Randy Orton's just awesome. We're gonna get into more. So eventually, Paige grants the match. I like the way Ty Dillinger was acting, but he was serious this week. And he didn't come off like a total geek. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Then the New Day Cooks segment was exactly what you would expect. It was they made pancakes.
Yep. No, they didn't actually.
Yeah, they didn't get
I
to.
was disappointed. I want to see them make pancakes, but this is wrestling.
I didn't want to see them bake pancakes. If you don't have pancakes for dinner, the breakfast food.
Breakfast for dinner.
No, I hate that.
Owen Finch's favorite meal of the day.
No. Oh, if you're gonna have breakfast, you have it in the morning, not at night.
Unless you go for dinner.
No. I'm not talking. You know what? This segment just is just like an automatic hatred in my heart. I feel bad for.
You secretly want breakfast for dinner.
No, I don't. I hate it. I hate dinner for breakfast. I hate dinner for breakfast too. That doesn't make any sense either.
Why the fuck would you?
Yeah, so why would people have breakfast for dinner if everyone hates dinner for breakfast? You contradicting yourself, aren't you, Chris?
I've actually had dinner for breakfast.
Oh yeah, what'd you have for dinner for breakfast?
I don't even remember, but
you don't remember.
I feel like
you're lying. I feel like you're lying to me.
Not to have.
I need video
the next morning for breakfast.
What was it?
Could
be defined as breakfast.
It wasn't breakfast food. I just had it for breakfast.
Oh. You don't worry. I'll get you to change your ways. I'll get you to see. You need to. I'll get you the help you need. You need help.
I need it. I don't need help, but
I did like actually. By the way, in the Ty Dillinger Paige segment where I think Paige was just like, "Why do guys want to pick fights they don't have any business being in?" or something. I thought that was a funny line. But then the new.
Why she fixed that?
Yeah, but
after all, he got jumped.
You know what the funny thing is too? If a guy said that about a woman, everybody would have complained, saying that that's a sexist attitude. But because a woman said it about a guy, it's not a sexist thing to say. You know what?
Because she's so tough.
Yeah,
he's Paige.
I don't see anybody complaining. Everybody's so mad too that WWE goes to Saudi Arabia and doesn't give women opportunities to be on the show, and they're so mad, but they're not mad. Evolution is just an all women's pay per view. But everyone's just joking around about
selling out.
Yeah. And it won't sell out. It'll probably be like a half empty arena or a quarter empty arena. Or 3/4. We'll have every match will be an empty arena match. But New Day Cooks, you can tell about how much I hated this segment because I keep changing the subject, so I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
Booty was embarrassed.
I feel But Booty Wurst looks like he's miserable anyways, so it's like, whatever.
He got embarrassed, and it was sad. Yeah. It was sad.
He just looks like he's miserable anyways.
They bullied a young man.
Yeah. I like the buy team. I like the
All he's
bar
trying
here.
to do is trying to get the pancake secret.
Yeah, but you know what the pancake secret is? They just sit down and make pancakes. There's no secret recipe. It's just the normal everyday pancakes.
It's pancakes, and it makes it even better that it's for dinner.
No, it's not. It's worse.
It makes it
I'm
even
happy the
better.
bar came out and interrupted this segment. They hate breakfast for dinner too. Actually, I like
They're
this
party
segment.
poopers.
I like this segment now because the bar stood up for what they believed in. They know
Dinner for
breakfast for
dinner.
dinner is bad.
Dinner for dinner.
I like that. There was there another page backstage segment because that's what I have in my notes. I don't remember it.
I don't remember it either.
Okay,
Why'd you put 2 page segments down?
I don't know. Maybe I
You
forgot to
fucking
take it.
high?
Apparently,
You
maybe I
saw
was so
two
mad.
page segments.
Apparently, those two. Okay, let's talk about this Randy Orton Ty Dillinger match. And Ty Dillinger got absolutely destroyed. It
Actually,
was
not the
awesome.
beginning. He
Okay,
came out on fire, beat the
yeah,
shit out of Randy Orton, looked like he
that
was going to get the upper hand by doing the 10 punches. And then Randy Orton decided, hey, I want to manipulate, I want to joint manipulate your finger.
Pete
Because I
Dunne,
have a
Monty Scroll.
fetish with hurting people's body parts.
Yeah, Pete Dunne, Monty Scroll. Take notes. This is how you break somebody's fingers right
He put
here.
his finger in the metal part of the turnbuckle where it attaches,
Yep.
stuck his finger in it, and then proceeded to twist it.
No, he bent it. He bent it back.
Ouch.
This actually makes sense too, because now Ty Dillinger can't do his 10 chant.
9, 9, 9.
Yep. Um, Shelton, this segment was awesome. It was the best thing on the show thus far.
Just watching that, and I'm like, wow, Randy really has a fetish for other
Yeah,
men's body parts.
that's awesome. He's been awesome lately.
It's just
Um,
been like so sadistic.
so then Shelton Benjamin's backstage, and Shelton Benjamin was backstage. He apparently went on Twitter and complained to Paige that he wasn't getting enough TV time, which I don't know why you were complaining to Paige. You should
On
complain.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, why not do it in person?
Oh, why not? Complain to the writers, not Paige. It's not Paige's.
Well, Paige is technically the general manager.
Okay, I
So you
see.
go to complain to Paige
I see.
instead of complain on Twitter. What the fuck is that going to do? I can complain on Twitter all I want. I'm not going to get what I want.
But he did get what he wanted though. But it wasn't because he went complain on Twitter. Because the Miz asked Paige, said he sees the true talent in Shelton Benjamin, and wants Shelton. He pretty much wants Shelton Benjamin to injure Daniel Bryan and soften him up for his match at Super Showdown, which I thought made sense. I liked this segment. Aiden English is backstage, and he pretty much wants the footage to get shown. He's talking to the production guys and stuff. Wants to make sure it's all going to be all
Great.
set.
So they go to the ring. Rusev and Lana
Yep.
go to the ring, and Aiden English comes out and starts talking about Milwaukee and giving facts about Milwaukee.
He was definitely stalling.
And then he shows the footage of how Aiden English is making fun of the city that he just praised a second ago.
Yep.
And he gets a knock on the door. He's shirtless.
Yeah.
Kind of disturbing. But he was shirtless, and Lana walks in and says that she wants him.
Yep. But then
Aiden English.
But then the video cuts out.
I want more of that tape. Where's that?
Yep.
I want more.
Now I have a feeling we know what's going to happen from this. What's probably going to get revealed is there's more to it. Like Lana he just cut off Lana mid sentence and says she was probably going to say like I want you to do something like sin.
But she didn't play it up like that though.
Yeah, definitely.
If you know, like she played it up like, oh, there's more to it.
And then I liked
like,
Rusev's.
How does that make you know like a cheating whore?
I liked Rusev's reaction. There's more.
There's more. The poor guy. His best friend turns on him, and then his wife it looks like she's a cheating whore.
Yeah. And so then Rusev chases after Aiden English backstage, Which I don't know why he's chasing after Aiden English. I know he like stabbed him in the back, but why the hell didn't he stay in the ring pissed at Lana? And then Lana tries to say that there's more to it than that, and Rusev doesn't want to talk about it right now. What I did like about this too, I haven't seen Mixed Match Challenge yet for this week, but this kind of was intriguing to watch Mixed Match Challenge because this took place the same night where they had to work together as a team. I'm gonna guess they probably weren't able to work together as a team, but I did like that it kind of ties into that. So I liked it. I liked this segment. It was good.
It was good.
Because I was going in it kind of. A lot of people were expecting the best, but I was expecting the worst because of you know how when WWE promotes segments like this, they don't normally.
Oh, they never. I mean, it's definitely like to be determined.
Yeah.
But it's like it's got good legs to it so far.
Yeah. What does suck though is we know once this feud is over, Aiden English will like never be seen again. He'll probably like be released within like the next couple of years. We'll be like, we're gonna be on here a year later and say that Aiden English is like never on TV and how he never gets utilized properly and that they shouldn't have broken up this tag team. That's what's gonna happen, and we'll all be sad.
We'll be happy.
Let's talk about the next match, which was probably the best match on the show, mainly because I think there was only like 3 matches on the show, and this just kind of was the best one because it was the only match that had any amount of length of time. It was Shelton Benjamin versus Daniel Bryan with The Miz on commentary. I know I don't usually talk about non-wrestling things on this show, but when they showed like the cutaway commercial thing, I couldn't pay attention to the match because it had the Call of Duty ad, and it was like a really funny ad that I had to go back and watch like 3 times because it was like somebody mocking the Rockstar theme song, and it was just really weird. I don't know. But the Miz was on commentary. Shelton Benjamin is injuring, really hurting on Daniel Bryan, and then Daniel Bryan's mounting a comeback, and Daniel Bryan goes for the win. The Miz distracts Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan attacks the Miz, and this distracts Bryan long enough for Benjamin to hit the pay dirt on him for the win. Which I guess Shelton Benjamin continues to break the mold because it seems like maybe it's for him. It's a good thing not to have an entrance when he comes out because he seems to win every time he doesn't have an entrance.
He seems to win entranceless.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy because I hate that theme song he has. Bring back Angels. Yeah, what the hell is that? But then afterwards, the Miz, Daniel Bryan's Daniel Bryan's ribs. Daniel were targeted in this match, and the Miz continues to target the ribs.
Miz can't win unless if he cheats.
Yeah, so the Miz lays out Bryan with the Skull Crusher finale. I like this because it adds intrigue to the Miz. And
I hate it because of the Miz.
He's doing his job then. And then we have because it's breast cancer month, they have to have that segment once a year where they talk about it, and they play the same video every year. It's a nice segment, but we know why they really do it.
Publicity.
Yes. Because Stephanie McMahon likes to ruin when they do segments like this by writing that philanthropy is the new business model. So this is the new business model.
And that's it. That's everything that happened.
Yeah. No, it's not. Asuka beat Peyton
that's
Royce.
right. That's not over. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot that wasn't the show that... I forgot that's not what closed out the show, which it should have been.
Asuka beat Peyton Royce. And guess what? I kid, not at all.
I could care less.
And then we had Becky Lynch's surprise. It was, I guess, her version of the Super Showdown poster because she thinks that she's going to sell out Super Showdown. I hate to break your hearts, Becky Lynch, but you're not selling out Super Showdown. So, I hate to break your heart. And then Charlotte Flair comes out and attacks her, and the crowd boos. At least Becky Lynch came off a little bit more like a heel this week, but only like a little bit. And then it was all taken away, but whatever.
They both can get cheered anyway in Australia, so.
Yeah. SmackDown was a pretty decent show. I'm going to give SmackDown a C+.
I'll give it a B-.
B-. Here you go. B-. It was definitely one of the weaker SmackDowns that's taken place recently, though.
Still good though.
Yeah, still fine. I think I'm giving it a C minus because New Day likes to eat breakfast for dinner. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Now we got to do our predictions. It's time for
The
my
stupid showdown.
Super Showdown predictions.
Stupid showdown.
I do gotta say though, even though I was talking about how this is just a glorified house show, even this does sort of feel like a big deal with
It does.
yeah, like it feel. I know I'm gonna sound sexist because this feels
Well,
like
you
more of a
are.
you
God.
know,
Owen, you're sexist.
this pay per view feels like more of a big deal than ever. They've hyped up this show more than Evolution. Um,
It's a better
feel,
show than Evolution.
yeah, I think so. I feel like though once the card gets out, maybe we won't say that, but we'll have
I
to
don't know,
wait and
just
see.
like they haven't done anything towards it.
What I'm surprised about because of all the times it's all about that woman's evolution, it's now that they don't even give a shit about it. You know
Oh
why?
yeah.
Because Saudi Arabia is probably making them more money. Let's be honest, that's the reason why. And
Oh
this
yeah.
show is probably going to make them more money. I mean,
Okay.
what are you going to
Matches.
advertise? What are you going to advertise? Shows that give you more money, or shows that are going to give you less money?
More.
Exactly. Let's get to the matches. Now we know how this works. We don't want to be a dumbass. I don't want to be a dumbass and pick first because then you'll just pick all the same picks I do. So gotta make sure. So you get the first pick. Um,
Is this for the championship at all or no?
yeah, it is. What? If this is card subject to change on Wikipedia, which we know the card's not changing. I'm just saying. All right, let's get into these
It's not for
glorified.
the championship, non-title.
What? Why not? Why?
Because I said so.
Well, I'm the host. I say it is for the
I
champion.
say non-title.
I say for the championship.
I'm the champion.
How about we do a best of 3 series for the championship?
Okay.
We'll have a match on this show because they're advertising 3 shows at once. We'll have a match on this show, Crown Jewel, and then no, sorry, I forgot one show.
Evolution and then Crown Jewel. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Evolution and Crown Jewel.
So whoever wins will get like the first up.
Yeah.
We'll get a 1 up.
So this will count towards our total.
Yes, but we won't count whoever gets whoever gets the most matches right will get the 1 up. So either I could be gone with the first 2.
It's like so if I win this show, I'm up 1, and if you
Yeah.
win the next show, you're up.
Yeah.
So then basically, if we're tied going into Crown Jewel,
Yeah.
and I could win,
Well, I could win.
then I could win.
Imagine we tie a Crown Jewel.
Oh my god! If we tie a Crown Jewel, then there has to be a winner at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of thinking for a second. I lost my train of thought, but I was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, that's right, because this Evolution. If you win Evolution and I win Super Showdown, one of us is gonna win at Crown Jewel. But if one of us doesn't win and it's another tie at Crown Jewel, then we have to have a winner at Survivor Series.
I was about to say the Money in the Bank contract holder could come and cash in, but no, the Money in the Bank contract.
It's me.
Because we made it not make sense because we stripped James of it.
And it's me anyway.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do? Come cash in on yourself?
or either one of us could sweep it.
Yeah, I hope I sweep it, but
I hope I sweep it.
not that you
sweep the floor with you.
Maybe we'll have a. All right, let's talk about this show. So let's do.
So it's not gonna matter who picks first in this instance.
Yeah.
Or
well, no, because pretty much because.
Okay, I'll be because I'm the champion. I'll pick first.
Okay. All right, we have the. Why don't you guess what match is on the show? SmackDown Women's Championship match. Guess who's in that match?
I don't know.
you have to make some sort of guess.
Is it Becky and Charlotte?
Yeah, how did you know?
I don't know.
It's just who you picking?
Kane.
Are you picking Kane?
I'm gonna go Becky.
I'm gonna go Charlotte Flair by disqualification.
You're gonna have to write these down so we remember who wins.
Yeah, because I fucked this. All right, let me get a Word document open. Just give me a.
Yeah, get a Word document open and like have in 3 different sections.
Well, I have
pages.
I'll just do Super Showdown for right now because I didn't know we were doing this until just now. So
You're the one who came up with it.
I came up with it on the fly.
It actually is kind of like a better plan though.
Yeah, because they're advertising 3 shows at once anyway, so why not?
Instead of like doing like different like matches, like
let's be honest,
like 2 out of 3 falls or whatever.
Because let's be honest, you and I are gonna probably be on the only ones on the show for a little while. For the next month, I'll be the only one getting the title matches. Why not make some fun out of it?
I know. We can't get anyone else on the damn show anyway.
I might bring that kid. You might know remember that kid Brendan that acts like Steve. I might see if he wants to join the show.
Oh yeah, him. Steve Jr. Literally, because he's fucking half his size.
I know. But he acts a lot like Steve. So
oh my
it's
god,
like
100% like Steve. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, did Steve clone himself and change his look a little bit or something? I don't know.
Steve cloned himself. It made himself smaller. But the same person. It's literally the same person.
Yeah. All right, so I think since I'm structuring the Word this way, I think what I'm gonna do is ask you all the picks. You'll just go. We won't go back and forth. I'll just ask you all the picks at once. So just give me a second.
No, I'm not giving you. You're not getting any seconds.
Give me a minute.
No minutes.
No minutes. Do I get anything? Yeah, just talk about something while I'm doing this because I gotta focus.
La 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 la. You gotta focus on writing down our names and what pay-per-view it is.
I'm also writing down your picks in each different column, so that way I'll know which match is which. Because
You done yet? You done yet?
You done yet? Not done.
You done? You done yet?
You're being mean.
You done yet?
I noticed, by the way, they have like a 6-man and a 6-woman tag, like they had to do equality.
Woman tag.
The heck?
You done yet?
Not yet. Almost.
You done yet?
Not yet.
You done yet?
Not yet.
You done?
Not yet.
You close to done?
Close to done.
You done?
Close to done.
You done yet?
No. What are you, a little
kid?
What are you, a little kid? You're older than me and you're acting like a little kid.
You done yet?
No, not yet. You by asking and making me lose focus, it's just gonna take longer.
You done yet?
Not yet.
Why not?
I'm just not done yet. Hey, guy, I'm done. I'm done.
Fucking finally took you long enough.
I know. All right, so just say them all. Okay, we got. So you already get who's in the SmackDown Women's Title match. I'm very proud of you. Who you picked? So you said Becky.
Yeah.
All right. The women's tag team match. Guess who's in that?
Is that Asuka?
Yeah, who's she teaming with?
Naomi.
Yeah, versus who?
The Double Iconics.
Yep. Who are you picking?
The not Australians.
Okay. Imagine when you look it up, you actually found out one of them, both all Australian, and it's like, oh, what the heck? You just really. Okay, you have the
Everyone on the show was Australian.
SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Guess who's in that?
The humans.
Yeah, it's a good start. That varies everybody.
The New Day.
Yep.
Who eats breakfast for dinner?
Do I hate him
are
for
gonna
it?
win.
Okay. Do you know who they're facing?
The Bar.
Yeah, hey, go. Hey, this
The
one
Bar.
you might not get this one. The Cruiserweight Championship match. Because you haven't watched 205, so.
I have the card up. I know exactly who's on it.
Oh, so come on. All right, you're cheating.
You're cheating too.
I'm asking you, but I'm asking you the questions. I ain't cheating.
I'm not gonna pick Mr. Murph.
I didn't think so. I know you don't. I know you don't like him because he stole your wife.
I don't like him because he's not good.
See, no, if you watch 205 Live, he's been putting on some pretty. He had a really good match on 205 Live, not.
Yeah. Sure, he did.
Just he's had some really good matches on 205 lately.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, the no count out, no disqualification match for the WWE Championship.
The phenomenal AJ Styles.
Good pick. The 6-woman tag. You know who's in that?
Give me the Belor twin and Ronda Rousey.
The 6-man, the Shield.
Yes.
I didn't even need to ask.
You didn't ask it.
WWE Championship #1 contenders match.
The greatest wrestler possibly ever, Daniel Bryan.
Tag team match.
Give me the man you can't see and the Bob.
We won't see him after the show.
You won't see him ever again.
Yeah. All right, and then who do you pick if you want to Taker versus Triple H?
I'm gonna go Taker.
Okay. All right, so I don't even need to make one for me because I think we're only gonna have one match different. So for me, I'm picking Charlotte Flair by DQ for the SmackDown Women's title. Asuka and Naomi. I was gonna say the Iconics, but I know the WWE tendency likes to have people lose in their hometown, so that's not gonna happen. I mean, that is gonna happen. So Asuka and Naomi will win. Plus, if Asuka and Naomi lose, then Asuka's just never gonna recover. I don't think she's
not recovered as it is.
Yeah, but she's just gonna be completely dead. The New Day will retain the SmackDown tag team titles. I think Cedric will retain his cruiserweight title. If he would, I think he'll lose it to Leo Rush. I think Leo Rush will be the next cruiserweight champion, which would be weird because it'll be a face with the championship on Raw and a heel on 20. Because you know he's a heel on 205, right?
Who?
Leo Rush.
Yeah.
But Leo Rush should be the next cruiserweight champion.
I agree.
As much as I want Samoa Joe to win the championship, I think AJ Styles is going to keep it. The Bellas and Wanda. If you pick the Riot Squad, you just. I think the only
you
ones
haven't watched TV.
Yeah, you've never seen wrestling in your life. And then you have the Shield's winning. I'm gonna do some fantasy booking. I'm gonna say the Miz beats Daniel Bryan, and it's gonna build to Daniel Bryan winning the Royal Rumble, and the Miz at some point will win the title from AJ Styles, and Bryan will beat Miz at WrestleMania.
You.
I'm gonna do some fantasy booking.
How dare you?
But knowing the WWE, they're just gonna probably either what will happen is Bryan will win, or Miz will win.
Bryan has to win. He's lost every match so far.
No, could you imagine the WWE just has the Miz win and then lose the championship match, and then nothing comes to this ever again? But I think I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna go out on a limb and do some fantasy booking and say the WWE will do it right, which is a long shot by saying the WWE would do it right, and have the Miz win the title from Styles and hold it into Mania, and Bryan will win the Rumble and dethrone Miz. Or they could have. But I'm gonna say the Miz will win. Then obviously, and then the rest are the same because I'm not picking against Taker. That's not
Never
happening.
do.
And even though it would make sense if Sean cost Taker the match, and that would make Taker want Sean to come out of retirement. When it comes to Taker, if it makes sense and he's losing, still not picking that to happen. And then obviously John Cena and Bobby Lashley are winning. It would be a creative storyline though if Cena lost and kept we questioned whether or not John Cena's spending too much time in Hollywood and it's affecting his wrestling career. But that'd be a belief. But but that's our predictions. I'll repeat them one last time. So the only matches we have different are the SmackDown Women's
and the number one contendership match.
Yes. So there you go.
I could actually see WWE going that direction, though.
Which one?
The number one contendership match.
I think
I could actually see that happening that way.
I feel like that's a better alternative than because when Bryan beat Miz, it should be. Even though this is a pretty big match.
I'm gonna go against my better judgment. I'm gonna pick Miz.
Oh, you're changing.
I'm changing because I could see that happening. As weird as that sounds,
you gotta admit
I could see like Miz winning, and then getting the title from Styles, and then Bryan winning the Rumble, and then Bryan dethroning him at Mania.
I just think that's a better alternative that Bryan beats the Miz. I mean, they could still do the match at WrestleMania with Bryan as the champion, but I feel like it'd be more better if Bryan chases the Miz for the championship.
Oh, Bryan with the big win at Mania.
Yeah. Because though this would be
a year after he comes back from his injury, he wins the WWE title at WrestleMania.
From the guy that constantly pissed him off and stuff like that too.
Oh yeah.
And plus too, if you want to wonder, well, what do you do with Daniel Bryan? What I also think will happen is I think Randy Orton's next feud, because this Ty Dillinger thing I don't think is going to be a feud. I think this was just a one-off thing. I think Randy Orton's going to cost Daniel Bryan the match too and feud with Daniel Bryan.
Either that or Jeff comes back.
Yeah, something. Well,
because I think for some odd reason, I think Jeff's going to come back as a new persona.
Or what could happen because you also need to find time for Daniel Bryan to find something for Daniel Bryan to do while
and conveniently enough, Jeff Hardy gets hurt when they go to Australia.
That's actually it's a good. Wait, no, I thought the ban was lifted. Where you couldn't.
I thought it was too.
But it's not.
I know the real reason he's banged up.
Okay.
But that's kind of like I kind of find that odd. Like, wait a minute here.
Yeah, that is true. You could tell. I mean, it makes sense though.
He does have a back injury though.
Well, you could kind of tell, even though you could tell that Jeff was a little banged up with some of his matches he was having too. Anyways,
he wasn't doing the Swanton at live events.
Yeah, but I remember he had there was a tag match where it was him and Styles versus Rusev and Nakamura, and you could tell he was banged up in that. It was like the pay-per-view, the show before Extreme Rules. You could tell Jeff was banged up in that match. So
he's been banged up for a while.
Yeah. So. And maybe Jeff will come back as a new gimmick. Maybe he will.
Maybe Willow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd like to see him come back as Willow.
But for one last thing, the only way I could see Bryan winning the match is if WWE just wants to blow off the feud entirely, or if Samoa Joe is going to win the WWE title from AJ Styles. But Joe's not going to win the title because AJ Styles is so close to holding the championship a year. They're not going to take it off him right now.
Oh yeah.
But what happens? But unless the Miz is going to get the title, because it actually doesn't specify when they get the title match. It just says it's just
a number one contendership.
Yeah. So, and when did Styles win the title? Because he won it at some point last year in November.
I forget when he won it. Who did he beat?
Remember, he ended the Jinder Mahal title reign.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Forgot.
But yeah, I think that's that. That's the show.
That's it.
I think we had a much more successful show this week than we did last week. Was just really bad. So
yeah.
That was bad. I think we didn't want to do the show last week. I think we just rushed. Yeah. But then that's that. So we're gonna end off this video.
Bye.
So you have any plugs you want to promote, or do you have
have any plugs, but just watch wrestling, I guess.
Yeah, just watch Super
Just,
Showdown.
just
You getting
watch
up
it
at
this
5?
Saturday. If you're on the East Coast, it's on at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You gonna watch it? You getting up at 5 a.m.?
I am. I'll be up at like 4:30.
I've been debating this. I've been going to bed so late at like 1 a.m. If it's like 1 a.m. and I'm about to go to bed, I might just stay. I might just like stay up the whole like and just go to bed after Super Showdown's over. I might go
But
crazy.
when we said we were gonna do a show that day, though.
Okay, I'm gonna take a nap. You know, I
Well, we
got.
could just do this show Monday instead, because
Uh,
give you a little bit of time to rest at least.
that's true. So yeah, I'll probably
We could just go to bed early, like a good boy.
no. Gotta go because because I got stuff that will keep me occupied for if 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 I want to stay up all night. So but yeah. So all the plugs though is you want to know what will keep me occupied? I'll be doing my on the Talkinator channel. I'll be doing yeah. I'll be doing my Fear the Walking Dead reviews. Hopefully finishing that up. So there's that. And then Sunday.
Movie reviews too.
Yeah, the Halloween. I'll be today.
I'm actually like excited to see. I want to see that Halloween movie.
Me too.
I'm not a big horror movie guy, but I want to see that.
I got to show you what today's movie is. I'm gonna be reviewing Friday the 13th, the not final chapter, because they made like 700 more after this. So
I know, yeah, exactly. They make 800,000 of them anyway.
yeah. And then you can make the argument that after this one they got like really bad. So but anyhow, that's neither here nor there. So
It is.
So I'm gonna be reviewing that one today, and the rest of the week I'll be reviewing all of the Friday the 13th. I've already reviewed 3 of them, so yeah, there's that.
Big day.
I got a big, and then tomorrow I got a big couple of days. So yeah, Friday Friday is gonna suck, but we have to get up at 5 a.m. because if you because this could give UK because this could help give the United Kingdom a WrestleMania because the concern is that nobody would watch it live, so we got to do UK. We got to do these international countries justice.
Oh yeah.
I know. You know what the funny thing is? Like everybody talks about how much poverty it is. We're doing something so people can have a wrestling show. There's people having all this poverty everywhere, and I'm just thinking, we're just thinking about it so people can have a wrestling show. We're not thinking
wrestling.
We're not thinking about where the next meal's coming from, when they're gonna
wrestling.
Yeah, we just wanted to have a nice, good old fashioned wrestling show. Hey, we're giving them something good.
Exactly. But anyways, watch Super Showdown on Saturday, people. Please watch it.
We might do we might do the wrestling rundown right after Super Showdown. Maybe we'll do it when I'm like tired as shit.
Or Monday.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't though. Like I said, Chris, time is a mystery, and I'm leaving time a mystery for you. So
okay.
Yeah, here you go. It's not supposed to be taken literally, but I'm making you take it literally. You're gonna be wondering, we doing the show yet? And I'm gonna be like, maybe.
Time's a mystery.
Yeah, time's a mystery, man. All right, we'll see you Saturday.